We do have a tool called address validation that allows you to verify or correct an address that takes you to the wrong place. We're looking at the app. You'll notice at the very bottom there's a gray pin, and next to it says this location is not yet validated. Let's go through the validation process. First, we're going to hit the Map It icon in the lower left. Let's suggest that this location, point B, is incorrect. Validate location is a permission. Since I have that permission, I do see that button on my screen. When I select Validate Location, I have 60 seconds to move this green pin. I can touch that green pin and move it wherever I need it to go. I can put that green pin on a specific house or structure or intersection. Once I've selected where the green pin needs to go, you'll notice that it says street name and it has an address. You can ignore that address for all practical purposes. If the pin is where you want your first responders to go to, validate that location. We will map first responders to wherever you place the pin. After I select Validate Location, point B has now moved on the map to the location that I have picked with the Validate Location tool. Now if we go back to my incident details, you'll notice at the bottom of the screen that I have validated the location and the teardrop is now green. The address validation tool does not validate locations into the future. It only validates this incident's location so that my first responders can be mapped to the right place. We do have an address validated report where at the end of the month, the end of the quarter, or the end of the year, you can pull up a list as well as a map of all your validated locations. You can see where your hotspots are, where most of your calls take place, or where locations where none of your calls take place. This is particularly useful if you're contracted or need to keep track of neighborhoods or towns that you respond to. To unvalidate a location, if for some reason you did it incorrectly or if someone else in your agency did it incorrectly, just pull up that call, hit the Validate Location button again. Are you sure you want to remove this address verification? Accept, and now the mapping will revert back to the location initially pulled by I'm Responding.